one.
Oh my goodness. This one is a 13.1% alcohol
Oh, is that what you want?
content. That's wonderful.
I told you should have went with beer.
I'm drinking at a pace. I'd be.
I'm 4.7.
Lightweight.
I'm 5.
Lightweight.
Cheers.
Here's one in your eye.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Need to not puke.
Happy holidays.
Ooh. Oh, that's really. Oh, that's an oak one.
Good.
I didn't know which one I grabbed.
Okay, official time is 1:47. We're getting started a little bit early on a Friday afternoon, but the Heart FM drinking team has assembled, and we're ready to go.
Will be the roadside breathalyzer that we're going to try here. It's going to take, after Paul blows into it, about a minute before we find out the results. So go ahead and do that. In the field, Constable McEwen, basically this is the type of unit, the smaller unit, that somebody could potentially be asked to blow into. What are the scenarios in which somebody could be asked to blow into this?
Well, if an officer stops the motor vehicle and the driver behind the wheel, he's going to be talking to the driver, and if he has a reasonable suspicion that the person has alcohol in their body, then he can make a demand for the person to provide a sample of their breath into this roadside screening device, we call it. So once he reads them the demand, the person will provide a proper sample of their breath, and there will be a result on the device.
We've got the result for Paul. And Constable Murray, what is the result?
It is 7 milligrams of alcohol per 100 milliliters of blood.
Is that a fail or is that a red zone?
He's still good.
He's still good, okay.
The limit is 80 milligrams of alcohol per 100 milliliters.
Oh, so he's close though. That's
not even.
Oh no, 0.7 you said.
No, he's 7.
Oh, 7.
I'm 0.07.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Just to update here, you're on beer number 2. I just finished number 1, and I'm going to take my roadside breath test in about 10 minutes. And how are you doing, Liz?
A little bit left in there.
He says one suspect dropped his phone.
It's all about pacing yourself, right?
Yeah, you need to pace yourself because you're drinking a little bit heavier. But,
You got some heavier alcohol.
yeah, we're just watching some TV and having some drinks, and it's just another afternoon, Friday afternoon at Heart FM.
No, you don't have to go that deep. Sorry. Just around this little mouthpiece there. Keep going, 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 keep going. Okay, that's good.
You know, I'm one of those people, I don't drink that often. 80 hours I work. I got 2 young kids.
Yep.
I don't make it out a whole lot, but when I do, wine's usually what I drink. Where last time I drank, when we did this a couple of years ago, I drank more of a hard liquor in it.
Yeah.
So I thought, you know what, I'd rather make it more true to what I would drink and how I would drink. So that's why I chose wine today.
And that's what this is all about. We thought, just thinking in the studio here, we thought Liz would blow significantly higher than what Adam did, but Constable McEwen, that's not what happened.
No, she was pretty well the same as Adam.
Just marginally above.
Yeah, not a big difference. But it just goes to prove that everyone is different in their absorption of alcohol into their blood. It could have a little bit to do with how much they had to eat. But Adam is a little bit bigger as well. And the timing and how much she had in the...
Time, so we'll see what happens after 2.
All right, go with that. And Constable McEwen, if somebody suspects somebody of drinking, you see a car that's maybe swerving on the highway or side street, whatever the case might be,
that's good.
What can those people do if they suspect?
If a person suspects an impaired driver, you can call 911 or call the police. You're going to be doing that on your cell phone. If you can get a plate number, a plate number is very helpful for us.
Next one.
Lainger, are you coming out tomorrow for hockey?
Yes.
Okay.
God, that makes you so lightheaded.
So does the liquor.
Yeah. Bit of column A, bit of column B. Oh, I broke the machine.
So it's...
I failed.
Oh! So now we got to find out.
We'll jump you over.
Yeah, we got to find out what your reading is, but you failed.
Yeah.
That was Monday night, I think. Yeah, John Gruden was doing the game. That's right.
Keep going.
104.7 Heart FM, you live, you learn. That's Alanis. That's what we're doing this afternoon.
right there.
We're learning a little bit about alcohol and blood alcohol level. And we've got 3 members from the Woodstock Police Force. Liz has blown an alert Constable McEwen at this time, which means she's blown over 0.05 milligrams in her blood. Is that correct?
Yep, she is blown a warrant, so now she would lose her license for 3 days at the roadside. The officer would immediately suspend her license. So that's between 50 milligrams and 80 milligrams of alcohol.
And at this point, we're trying to get an exact reading to find out where she falls in, but she's We got you, Liz, on the intoxilizer. What did the result show?
I believe it's 0.5. Craig is what I ended up blowing on. So technically about I doubled from the first 2 minutes.
In 10 seconds, so. .7 Heart FM. There's Danny Fernandez. His latest called Come Back Down to 350. It's Dan Henry, Adam Nip in studio, along with members from the Woodstock Police Force as we do this sobriety test. Adam is 3 here from the Woodstock Police Service, and you'll be doing conducting ride programs throughout the holidays at various different checkpoints throughout the city.
Absolutely, that'll be going on right until the new year. And it could be early afternoon, you know, or obviously on the weekends and the evening hours when generally we might suspect the drivers are out there, but it can happen anytime. I mean, in my career, I know I've stopped people at 8 o'clock in the morning and arrested them for impaired driving. So.
It's interesting with doing this that you can find out, you know, Liz, for her it was 2 drinks, for Adam it was close to 2. We get on here. .7 Heart FM. There's Chantal Crevieza with All I Can Do to 418. Good afternoon, I'm Dan Henry, and we've got guests from the Woodstock Police Force in studio as well, and Paul Lang. We were just talking about him after 4 drinks is .035, and we've just done his again. Constable McEwen, what was the result this time around?
.042.
.042. So we're getting closer. And you're not even 5.
There'll be a little leeway today.
Yeah. Are they at least paying for your drinks?
No? Well, this is my home stash. There you go.
What?
Close.
Did you get
7, 8.
You could drink.
You guys ever work in conjunction with OPP to set up ride programs in certain areas, or do you just take care of
And then
the
I run
city
out
and
of
you don't
there.
worry about what
Are
you're
you
doing?
kidding me?
Generally, we.
So I
out the
technically,
city,
I
but
So right
I'm
now
not
it
gonna-
has.
I don't know of one being planned.
Video right now. We've been doing a sobriety test with the Woodstock Police and the 3 constables that are here with us this afternoon, and you have officially blown over now, Liz.
I am. I was told by one of the officers here that I would technically be arrested now if I was pulled over and did the breathalyzer test. I blew over 0.8. I don't know what the exact rating was. It 0.8,
Yeah, just pull that in.
0.83 or 0.84?
8-4.
0.84. So I technically would be arrested.
So what would happen right now, Constable McEwen, if this were in the field and she were caught driving?
Well, if she was behind the wheel and the officer stopped her, at the roadside we'd use the smaller device, we call it the roadside screening device.
Right.
So, and then once they register a fail on that device, the officer would arrest the driver, take him back to the police station where they would provide further samples of their breath into the device that Liz just blew into. That's the one that's at the police station.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so then that would determine how much alcohol they have in their blood, and then they would go from there. If it's over, then you could be charged with driving with more than 80 milligrams of alcohol and 100 milliliters of blood, or impaired driving.
And what would typically be the charge? How long would you lose your license for? Would you have to go to court? Things of that nature?
Well, immediately when you are being charged, you lose your license for 90 days. So if we release you from the police station to be charged with over 80 or impaired driving, you lose your license immediately for 90 days.
Wow.
Then you're given a
Okay.
court date, which is generally 6 weeks down the road from the date of the charge. So that's your first appearance. So then the way the system works, it can take some time.
Okay, it's good to know. And Liz, this is 3 drinks for you.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, for people that would go out for, you know, I mean, perhaps if you're sitting down for a dinner or, you know, a holiday dinner with friends or even a party, I mean, 3 drinks after, we started at about quarter to 2,
yeah.
in and around that time, so we're coming up close to, I think, pretty close to the 4 o'clock hour.
It's about 3 hours.
I don't even know what time it is
What's
anymore.
that? She does.
Lainger and Adam are making fun of me, but I don't have a clock in front
Somebody
of
get out
me.
the sundial.
So yeah, so it's been about 3 hours
But
and
I'm
about 3
saying,
glasses
yes,
of wine. So you can get the idea
Lainger
that
thinks he's a seasoned veteran over here because he's, you know, staying below the limit. But what I'm trying to say is the fact that there are many people that would probably think that in this time period they
They'd be
would
okay.
be okay, which clearly I've proven I'm not.
Okay, and that's the point that